We are trying, in all these discussions and talks here, is to see if we cannot radically bring about a transformation of the mind. Not accept things as they are, but to understand it, to go into it, to examine it, give your heart and your mind with everything that you have to find out, a way of living differently. But that depends on you and not somebody else. Because in this there is no teacher, no pupil, there is no leader, there is no guru, there is no master, no savior. You yourself are the teacher and the pupil, you are the master, you are the guru, you are the leader, you are everything.
That's why none of us could ever lie to God. That's why none of us could ever lie to God. That's why none of us could ever lie to God.
programs, particularly left, especially in the elementary schools and the junior high schools. Kids have no place to take music anymore. So in the Bronx, what happened was that they figured out a new form of music that didn't take any music lessons, and that is using poetry and a rhythm. It's 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 using poetry. A lot of roots in Africa and stuff like that in the southern United States. But the kids in the Bronx really invented this form because there's no outlet for programming drum computers and things like that you leave behind. It doesn't take a heck of a lot of music lessons. It's using poetry and a rhythm. Poetry and a rhythm. After you all who will join with us now in this struggle of life and death, so that freedom and peace will be more than a word to the offspring that we have left. Blessed are those who struggle. Oppression is worse than the grave. Better to die for noble cause than to live and die. Slave, blessed are those who struggle. Oppression is worse than the grave. Better to die for noble cause than to live and die. Please.
it clicks, right? Go like this. Right? And I can do it in a whole lot of different ways. I can make it sound fast, I can make it sound slow, I can make it sound any way I want it to. Like for instance, I could go like this. Alright, this is called the clicks, right? Go like this. Actually, if they didn't have any words whatsoever, and they put on the music, you know, put the drum machine on, put the bass machine on, they wouldn't need to put no music in it, they wouldn't need no words, you understand? And they still, you know, they can do that, man. They make it move because, number one, our people have rhythm that's natural. You understand? The drum is a part of us. So consequently, when we hear drums and we hear bass, if it's played, you understand, we pat our feet to the beat. Actually, if they didn't have any words whatsoever, and they put on the music, you know, put the drum machine on, put the bass machine on, then we pat our feet to the beat. Right? And I can do it in a whole lot of different ways. I can make it sound fast, I can make it sound slow, I can make it sound any way I want it to. Like for instance, I could go like this. I can do it like that. I can play anything that I want to play. I can play anything you can think of. If it's a record, if it's a beat, if it's anything that you know, that within sense of playing, I can play it. You know, it's just a gift.
of the education that I've seen today is essentially producing a person for a job. It's very specialized. They're not generalists. People don't know a lot about a lot of different subjects. I don't think you could get people to go to war if they knew a lot about a lot of things. I think education is mostly rote. And they're not taught how to solve problems. They're not given the tools, emotionally or within their own field, of how to do critical thinking. The education would be very different. The education would be very different.
Our society's major concern is mental development and to motivate each person to their highest potential. Our society's major concern.
Yeah, rap can definitely be used as an influence on kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, for example, the reason they remember and memorize rap songs and don't memorize some of that homework and some of those books in school is because rap, we make it interesting for them. You know what I mean? What the school should do is try to make class more interesting. You know what I mean? Like, imagine how schools would be if maybe, like, in the hallway, in between class, they had a little low music playing just while kids walk to their school, to their next class. You know what I mean? And when the music goes off, you're supposed to be in your class. You know, at first it would create kind of like a distraction, but after a while it would make the atmosphere more soothing. You know what I'm saying? Even if it was just a little light R&B music, don't even have to be rap. A little light R&B music. Don't even have to be rap. You know what I mean? Just something to make it interesting.
I felt that the work that I had done had come full circle. Because what you guys have done means that the work that I'm doing is important. I'm really proud of that. I'm really proud of all of you. And it will go on in the annals of history, and people will read about it and they'll marvel about it. But the most important thing you need to know is that your journey is just beginning. Your journey is just beginning. Your journey is just beginning. You're just starting. You're just starting. You're just starting. You're just starting. You're just starting.
Our fight is against real and not imaginary hardships, or to use the language of the state prosecutor, so-called hardships. South Africa is the richest country in Africa and could be one of the richest countries in the world. But it is a land of extreme and remarkable wonder. The one enjoy what may well be the highest standard of living in the world, while Africans live in poverty and misery. Poverty goes hand in hand with malnutrition and disease. The incidence of malnutrition and deficient diseases very high among Africans. The incidence of infant mortality is one of the highest in the world. The death of human dignity and filled by art is the direct result of the policy of white supremacy. White supremacy implies black inferiority. Legislation designed to preserve white supremacy and trenches this notion. I have dedicated my life to this struggle of the African people. I have fought against white domination, and I have fought against black domination. I have cherished the idea of a democratic and free society in which all persons live together in harmony and with equal opportunities. It is an idea for which I hope to live and to see realized. But my Lord, if it needs be, it is an idea for which I am prepared to die.
We have a 138